A businessperson, also referred to as a businessman or businesswoman depending on gender, is an individual who has founded, owns, or holds shares in, including as an angel investor, a private sector company. Dubious, discuss. A businessperson undertakes activities, commercial or industrial, to generate cash flow, sales, and revenue by using a combination of human, financial, intellectual, and physical capital to fuel economic development and growth. Since a businessman can mean anyone in industry or commerce, business people have existed as long as industry and commerce have existed. Commerce can simply mean trade, and trade has existed through all of recorded history. The first business people in human history were traders or merchants. Prehistoric period, traders. Merchants emerged as a social class in medieval Italy. Compare, for example, the Vaishya, the traditional merchant caste in Indian society. Between 1300 and 1500, modern accounting, the bill of exchange, and limited liability were invented, and thus, the world saw the first true bankers, who were certainly business people. Medieval period, rise of the merchant class. Around the same time, Europe saw the emergence of rich merchants. 5. This rise of the merchant class came as Europe needed a middleman for the first time, and these burghers or bourgeois were the people who played this role. Renaissance to Enlightenment, rise of the capitalist. Europe became the dominant global commercial power in the 16th century, and as Europeans developed new tools for business, new types of business people began to use those tools. In this period, Europe developed and used paper money, checks, and joint stock companies, and their shares of capital stock. 7 Developments in actuarial science and underwriting led to insurance. 8 Together, these new tools were used by a new kind of business person, the capitalist. These people owned or financed businesses as investors, but they were not merchants of goods. These capitalists were a major force in the Industrial Revolution. 9. The Oxford English Dictionary reports the earliest known use of the word businessmen in 1798 and of businessman in 1803. By 1860, the spelling businessman had emerged. Merriam-Webster reported the earliest known use of the word businesswoman in 1827. Modern period, rise of the business magnate. The newest kind of corporate executive working under a business magnate is the manager. One of the first true founders of the management profession was Robert Owen, 1771 to 1858. He was also a business magnate in Scotland. He studied the problems of productivity and motivation, and was followed by Frederick Winslow Taylor, 1856 to 1915, who was the first person who studied work with the motive to train his staff in the field of management to make them efficient managers